Testing, testing, making sure we're live. Give it a second to load up. We know Nick likes to be slow. Shout out, Kate.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it looks like we are good. Episode 3, Curiosity Exchange, Sparks of the Narrative. This week, we're going to continue a little bit where we left off, give y'all a little bit of new connecting information about the scientists. It's going to lead us into an interesting discussion. So we're going to kick it off. Doc F, how
What's
we
up, my
doing
guy?
tonight,
What is
bud?
up, folks?
How we
Doing
doing, bro?
good, bro. Glad to be here for week 3 of the Curiosity Exchange.
Right?
Glad to see that people have been liking it, been watching it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, last week we touched a lot on the scientists that have either mysteriously vanished, passed away, and/or been abducted by Cthulhu himself for eldritch entity deeds. We're not sure.
Not sure.
Uh, but because of what we were streaming, we were completely oblivious to some things that were happening real time in real life. I don't know, what's going on in the world. This week I definitely we got to bring up some of that stuff. I'm sure everybody heard about it.
Right.
National news to a degree, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was out there. So for anybody who wasn't paying attention, may have missed it. This was the third
Third,
attempted assassination of Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
yes.
Um, yeah. If you haven't seen the video, it's out there. It's a little wild.
Oh, crazy. Multiple angles, multiple cameras caught it. Of course, right? It's the White House. Got to be a lot of cameras.
Gotta be. Um, After the initial first couple of days, we had some more video dropped, showed that apparently the security dogs that were present did alert right before he committed the deed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just ignored by the dog's handler. And then
100%.
seconds later, he came running out of the bathroom or whatever room he was in and sprinted towards the stage where he tried to get a
Just
shot off.
smelling like all that gunpowder and adrenaline and everything
Mm-hmm.
pumping through him. And the dog just sitting there, just like, yeah, like guys, guys, that thing you trained me to get, that they
Yep.
like over here, real bad.
Real bad.
Like make rough the crime dog, and they still didn't listen to him.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? But that brings us to the point. The man who did it, by the name of, I believe, Cole Allen, correct?
Cole Allen is our guy.
Cole Allen. Um, or better known by himself as, what is it? Cold Force Friendly Federal Assassin House.
Yes. Yes. He he apparently sent a manifesto out to his friends, family. I think it was just close family, sisters, brothers, shit like that. And that is what he titled himself.
Which is just mind boggling. I mean, it kind of makes sense though, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To go through with something like that to that level, man, you gotta think you're something like that.
You got to a little bit, right? Now, that in itself should be enough, right?
Of course.
Um, Turns out the interneted and some real weird shit surrounding this guy and a few other things.
They didn't internet, so they went digging, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course they did. Of course they did. What they find out?
So instead of just being a normal Trump hater or something like this guy apparently was a 100% non-criminal person, no criminal
Okay.
record whatsoever.
Oof.
A scholar from all perspectives. He was, I think, currently or was currently employed as a teacher. He had
Was
done
a
a
teacher,
NASA internship. He
a,
was an engineer,
a
and
NASA
there's
internship
rumors that he also worked at Caltech for a little while.
at
So
Caltech.
this guy has some chops, kind of like these people that we were talking about last week, which is interesting enough in itself, right? Um, does make
Yeah,
somebody wonder, maybe not, if a guy like this wasn't MK Ultra, but that's a whole
MK
different
Ultra.
episode.
So
Yeah,
like,
that's a
so like you're talking about like just like manipulated by it almost, right?
yeah, because
Or maybe because why?
when you look at the kids, or he's not a kid, when you look at the guy's life history, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
we were talking about it off stream, and he developed a game, indie game that's on Steam. Was in works to develop another one. His
Mm-hmm.
Twitter content, all that kind of social presence and stuff, was real game heavy, like
Right.
all that stuff. Until a certain point, I think it was 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks ago, somewhere around there, and a flip just switched, and he went super radical. Um, you know, it's very easy in today's world that he could have got radicalized and propagandized just off social media and the internet, because that shit happens. We see it
Yeah.
constantly, unfortunately, right?
He
But
could have even seen it too, just like seeing peers in the position that he is with all this. You know, it'd be
yeah,
scared to have any type of mind right now. You know what I mean? Like with
mm-hmm,
everything that's been happening.
yeah,
Like
bro,
any scientist or anyone who has any reasonable understanding, especially focused on NASA, which
mm-hmm,
we know he had an internship there because it's dated and cataloged, right? Um, it it could drive a man insane, or feel the pressure too, because then like you got to think maybe he was motivated by the fact that like Trump keeps dodging it because we keep bringing it up to like Congress and other places about the scientists and everything, and it just, oh yeah, we're gonna research it. It might just be a big coincidence, a crazy coincidence. Like, no, it's not.
no,
Like not to that degree. You know what I mean? It's not like a person dying in like Vegas, and then a guy dying in the Bronx, and then a guy dying in Chicago, all at the same day. Yeah, that might be a fucking coincidence.
right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? But over years of time, specific people in these specific fields being the ones to get taken out, like, and then now we got one on the day where like everything was really heating up, which is the reason we felt the need to cover that so early
mm-hmm,
inside of the exchange, and that's what popped off that day. It seemed like a boiling point. Of
you know. And let me check real quick, make sure.
course, of course, of
But
course.
there's some more interesting facts about this guy, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
we go ahead.
wasn't there like a post about him or something like that?
There was,
Okay.
yeah. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull this up because I think this one's gonna blow our chat's brains. Like,
Yeah, this yeah.
so those missing scientists that
Do
we were
my
talking
own
about,
looking.
right?
Of course.
Um,
I have it right here pulled up.
there's a gentleman linked with them. One of them in particular, the
Yes.
coworker at NASA,
Coworker.
which is where this gentleman Cole Allen happened to intern at. Um, 2014 is when he interned there. That is also when this Henry Martinez person worked
Hmm.
at NASA. Now, Henry
Why is
Martinez,
Henry Martinez? Yeah, what about him? Like other
he,
than he's in the right place, right?
yeah. He's a little interesting because he is a lead author, um, co-authoring the technical paper for testing Orion's fairing separation system. All kinds of shit involving our Orion missions and what they've been recently doing.
Hmm.
He's also affiliated with Lockheed Martin, so he appears to be of the same ilk of the scientists that we were discussing. Now,
Okay. Same caliber, same
same caliber and shit,
same
right?
focus.
Mm-hmm.
Planetary, like space, like different
Yeah,
different level technology. Yeah.
that's it. Okay, so it's coincidental enough that this Henry Martinez and Cole Allen were at NASA around the same time. It's just a unique coincidence, right?
It
But why
is.
don't you
It
go
is.
ahead and pull up our first little bit of information about this? So we had Twitter discover that there was this account, as you can see,
Indeed.
named Henry Martinez with the Pepe frog, looking very dapper, almost as if he was at a
Uh
White House
can the chat see
correspondence.
it?
Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can the
Chat can
chat
see
see?
it. Chat can see it. So y'all see that, right? Um, this account is very unique. Let me see here.
I don't know. Chat might not be able to see it. One moment, chat. Y'all don't even know. The trials and tribulations to bring you guys episode 3, by the way.
Boom. Chat can see it now.
Check to see it now.
We got this. We got this, chat. Don't
There
worry.
we go. There we go. Minus the meme, chat. Minus the meme.
Right.
But
Right.
look at
Right. Right.
this. This is the here. Matter of fact, let's just go to it. Here's the Pepe
Go
the
to it.
Frog. Jesus Christ, 28K already on followers out of nowhere, mind you.
God, I think when I first saw the screenshot of the account, it was at like 9K or something. That's insane. But yeah,
I
continue.
think the lowest I seen was 6. Yeah. So this is Henry Martinez, as our guy Flotep right here was saying. Pepe the Frog got this nice background image of this, and then what's this? What
Indeed.
one post, December 2023, joined December 2023, connected via web, call out. Now we're gonna ignore the 56 million interactions, everything, because obviously once this blew up, it got so much traction that everybody started talking about it. But not only did they work together at NASA, apparently Henry Martinez or someone who was around them and knew of them made this page on Twitter, right? Posted this and then did nothing else for since now 3 years, not following anybody, not followed by anyone you're following.
No other
Like,
posts. No, nothing.
why?
Why indeed? Now,
No, yep.
that shit in itself, weird enough, right?
Oh yeah.
Uh, so then we
Look at
got,
look at
yeah.
Pepe's outfit.
Why you look like that,
Hmm.
right?
Just a second.
Her.
What was it? What was it? The correspondence thing?
Yep. Yep. Hmm.
Huh.
Fascinating.
That's that's real peculiar. Totally, but rent a tux, rent a Ceto, even as the president, he might have rented a Ceto. We
Sure.
don't know. We don't know. He could have just, but that's weird. Crazy how that pertains to like the shooting and everything. You know what I mean? And then it's Cole Allen that is the post is made about.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's one thing that I'm noticing right now looking at it.
So again, all that in itself is weird enough, right?
Yeah. But that
And
could be
then,
coincidence. Who knows? Maybe this was like a prank or something. Maybe he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna post your name, yada yada."
right? You would think that.
Absolutely.
Why don't we flip to the next one? But then
Oh,
we got this going on, right?
and then
Some.
this is the image that we just saw.
Mm-hmm. The
Just
header.
background image.
Yep, the background image.
And here it is. When
Yeah,
you
this is where shit
take
gets a little far out, y'all. Now, some may call this pareidolia. I believe it's called,
pareidolia,
which is
seeing
fine.
pattern things that aren't necessarily there.
And fair. But I think I sent you another tab, perhaps.
Was it this one?
It may have been. Is that the main thread? Yeah, if you scroll down that a little bit, I believe it shows us the confirmation on the Wayback Machine,
Of
right?
when this picture was.
Of when this was.
And then just looking at this is the original picture, right? And this is trying to be like as non-biased as possible, right? After we're looking at that, but this does look like his arm. This matches the head. We have the shadow of the accompaniment. Here's the face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's her face right there. You see what I'm saying? So it does match up to a fair degree. You know, and it could be to that pareidolia point you're talking about, but
Could be. Funny thing about this original photo, though,
mm-hmm.
it's called Time Machine. And it was from even earlier than the Cole Allen or the Henry Martinez account made the Cole Allen post. Years
That's true
before Trump was
because
even shot or attempted to be shot when he
2023.
got his ear clipped, right?
True.
So that's a little wild.
Because then what if the depiction isn't just lining up for like, you know, like coincidence? This is
Mm-hmm.
predating that. It's called Time Machine. It's almost like what if it's a 3D response from the future or something? What if this is like a historical event that was like foretold?
Right. Now, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the lore around Trump. And a lot of people write this off. I myself am a little skeptical of it
Mm-hmm.
for various reasons. But the QAnon folks have been saying for some time that either Trump himself or somebody associated with him is a time traveler. They've pointed to some interesting evidence of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a book, and I don't remember exactly what it's called. Let me
The
search it
Tale
really
of
quick.
Baron Trump.
Yeah, it was something like that. Hail Baron Trump, some shit like that. And
Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey.
there we go. It
Maybe not that.
no, it might have been the same collection. Yeah, you see how it says Baron Trump collection. It wasn't that one
Yeah,
specifically, but yes, it was of that collection, right?
right.
And this book was fascinating because it's about a little fella named Baron Trump who ends up becoming king or leader or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the similarities between his rise and Trump's rise to power are uncanny. So, that in combination with a little known fact that Trump's uncle, John Trump,
Mm-hmm.
was one of the people who was directly able to handle Nikola Tesla's after his death. When our government seized them, John Trump is one of the gentlemen who was allowed to work with that shit.
Which we still haven't even been fully like allowed access to even verify or review, correct?
Correct. They took that shit and We've
which is
seen
a
what
whole
people
rabbit hole.
speculate is their attempts to use it in like their laser technology, different things like that. But yeah, we don't even know what they could have learned, what they did learn, any of that kind of shit from those. What they stole from him, you know what I mean? So all of this shit combined is it is rather fascinating.
Other than everything with Edison.
You know? So
Hmm.
I don't know. I think that's a fun little rabbit hole we'll have to go down is just the whole idea of time travel, alternative energy, all of those things. I think that's a big part of what's going on with these missing scientists in general anyway, and probably part of the truth narrative that they don't want us to know about.
Hmm.
Now,
Xenu, yeah.
Lord Xenu. No. Kev and I were having some discussions about it, right? What is
Yes.
the actual deal with these missing scientists, the rush for underground bunkers and AI dominance, all of these things. Why does it feel like the people who are in control of this shit are
Prioritizing it.
yeah, are prioritizing shit like a prepper. Like they don't care about the future of the system. They just care about what they can acquire and save, right? It's got to be something like cyclical cataclysm, I'm thinking.
There's got to be a massive event that we're preparing for, or that's on
There
the
has to be.
horizon, that is only detectable by technology that we're not allowed to know about currently because it's considered like national secret or national defense level. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it. And a
Which
lot of
brings
people
us to
don't
this
realize
post.
this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This thing right here. Beautiful. What's
Shout
his
out
name?
Kyle
Yeah.
McCum.
Bravo, this guy. You're a fucking
Following
Chad.
him right now. But yes, this is an apocalypse early warning system. In the event of immediate nuclear apocalypse, we suspect that many people who have access to private jets will immediately take to the skies and escape city centers. This site tracks this indicator in real time. The current emergency level is reported on a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being an indicator of a likely immediate apocalypse.
Mm-hmm. So, for anybody who's interested, this is a viable source to use to monitor things. At the very least, good to have this kind of information available to us for various reasons. Nothing nefarious. Like to see what the money's moving.
100%. Because the best way to learn something, right, or to like be ahead of the game is to focus on people who have the resources to have that information, you know?
That's it. That's it. Now, if they really are keeping secret tech from snatching up scientists or snuffing them out so that they won't tell us things, that means they know.
They know something. Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And we can always hope that it's for the event to prepare for it.
Sure. We can, not to be a Debbie Downer, we try to be optimistic about it, but
Realistically, they're trying to save themselves.
that's it. We've seen how these people prioritize things. We are but cattle to them. As
Mm,
our friendly neighborhood small hats would say, we are but goy.
indeed. Indeed.
you know. So
Not worth the time.
you know, I think I think if any of our viewers are interested in that, I would highly suggest looking into things like the Adam and Eve story from Chan Thomas, I believe his name is.
Hmm.
Have Good's theory on Earth crust displacement.
Yep.
at Space Weather News on Twitter.
Space weather news, 100%.
Ethical skeptical. There's skeptic. There's a lot of people out here putting in work,
Yeah, and
and
it's not all just fringe.
no, there's real science
Some
behind
of it,
this.
yeah. Like we
It's
talked about
not
last week,
doom
the
porn.
comet.
Yeah, which I don't know. I haven't done any recent checks, but I think we're clear from the plasma tail blob thing that could have touched us. Fingers
Hmm.
crossed. Did just see something a little bit ago about a potential coronal injection. So
Yeah, something about what, a filament?
y'all watching right now might be. No, I'm just playing. Shout out in the next
entire
phase.
electromagnetic system just goes full belly up. It's over by the
It's
time.
a wrap, bro. Oh yeah. But no, that's what's going on with that. A lot of fuckery. Scientist shit. There's still not a lot outside of what we speculated on.
Hmm.
New folds seems like, if we're being honest, the way that all this shit kind of feels like it ties in together. I believe Shakespeare was the one who coined it. All the world is really a stage, bro. Like,
Hmm.
hopefully we can get the script a little bit so we can see what's coming. That's all we can
Hmm.
try to do.
Exactly. See what they're planning and look from
Hmm.
the other side. Only thing we do is just keep looking into what's around it.
Hmm.
Because it's all good. I understand hitting the bullseye. This is what happened, but like, why did that happen?
Right.
Which is crazy. But then I believe we have another point to bring up on the next possible or likely cataclysmic event that could be the one that happens.
Yeah. So all indications are that it's going to be
Oh,
some
here's the solar
sort.
filament.
Oh yeah, yeah. Perfect.
Yes, if
So
it lifts off
while we were
successfully.
prepping for this, we did see this wonderful notification on Twitter. So this is what we were. Yeah. Look. Oh my God. Look at that. That's gnarly.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many Earths wide that is?
Yeah, bro. So keep your fingers crossed that that bad
This
boy
thing
doesn't
calms
reach
down.
out and touch us. Yeah. Hmm.
Be careful, guys. The
Well,
sun might fall on us.
it might fart a juicy one on us.
Absolutely shit on us, bro, as a planet.
I mean, that kind of leads us into what we were about to speak on, though, which is what is likely to happen. Now, there's a couple of schools of thought. Our boy Space Weather News tends to go with the solar micronova geomagnetic excursion point of view,
Or
which
bro,
is
just pull
reasonable.
them up.
Um, we do have a weakening magnetic field. My man has tons of data to back up his view. We have some older views. We have the Earth crust displacement theory. Um,
Okay.
there's a recent paper. I don't know. I may not have linked you that once. I can pull it.
I got it right here. Earth shifting crust.
Yes.
Popularized by Charles Hapgood in
Mm-hmm.
1950s.
Yep. That is what I was referencing chat earlier that they should check into. Very, very interesting stuff. If not a little outdated at this point.
Hmm.
But chunky stuff. I'm about to send you this as well. This is the article that I ran into some months ago and followed this fella, and he just posted an update earlier today. And he's coming at it from a different perspective. Where somebody like Space Weather News comes at it from
Hmm.
a cosmological perspective. This gentleman right here is coming at it from a, oh no,
Coming at them from a
yeah, I had to
geological
fix the
perspective.
cameras real quick. Yes, with the geological evidence.
Hmm.
He apparently looks like in January of this year published this paper and was looking for answers. Has had an open call out on all social medias in academia for what, the last 4 or 5 months now. Still with no answers. And according to the data that he is tracking, it's continuing to get worse.
But each year.
Uh, I don't even know that each year is part of the equation anymore, as he published the paper 4 months ago, and it's gotten worse since then.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's
So
at an accelerated pace.
it does appear to be, yeah.
And what exactly? What is this? What is this coupling, like rotation coupling, mean?
So the idea is that the Earth itself, as many people may or may not know, is made up of various layers. Um,
Hmm.
and these layers are not just mashed on top of each other like what you may see on a cliffside or something where you see the layers of rock. It's not exactly like that. It's some of them are going to be cavernous areas where it may not even be touching, but for a few points, right? So all of this
Hmm.
is interwoven in there. We have inner Earth oceans, all kind of crazy shit like that. Then we have the inner core, the molten core, right?
Right.
So in this diagram of cores that we have, the Earth crust displacement is essentially our outer core, the outer layer of tectonic plates, decoupling and
Hmm.
rotating around the Earth as a shell.
Because it's almost liquid. The only, I mean, it's mainly our gravitational and our magnetic poles, right? That keep us in place.
Right.
Mm. So
And
that could make sense too, because so hear me out. Here's a little like fringe theory, right? A little like
sure,
off the
sure,
walls type
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So like with all the scientists and everything, with them looking at like planetary defense, nuclear research and stuff like that, right?
right.
We know about here, my time gets so crazy. So we tried to invade Greenland, right? And
Mm-hmm.
me personally, everyone was thinking, oh, it's a land thing, it's a territory thing. I think it was a geothermal energy thing. I think that on the horizon of the war and everything with Iran, that we as a country, Trump was attempting to facilitate a backup source of energy for us for the upcoming crisis. Like, look at oil, look at gas, look at everything right now. It's insane. It's terrifying levels. It's almost depression levels, right? So we were going there for geothermal like research and everything, which failed. Obviously, he got booted out of Greenland. He could take Greenland. No one's saying you can't take it, but are you gonna be able to use it when you're done? You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, so that's on that aspect of it. Taking all these scientists for exactly this idea, it makes hella sense because they've always been focused on that. And the opportunity, so say you had enough scientists to predict where's going to be safe, but not just predict where's going to be safe,
Mm-hmm.
predict where the most valuable resources are going to end up. What positioning do we need to have? What land do I need to have secured that when this happens, this cataclysmic event, not only am I surviving, I will be the only reason the world continues.
Fair.
And then with like previous society, with like other cataclysmic events that we know that happened, someone lived afterwards, and I guarantee they were probably pretty profitable.
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, And I like that a lot. My only objection to that is I think that's a big part of what they're hiding
Mm-hmm.
is that we don't need the current paradigm of energy that we use.
100%.
And so, to me, a move like Greenland is a bit more strategic. In I think we discussed it before, something like the seed banks, its location and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
If there is to be a pole flip or something like that, you damn skippy that that ice is gonna melt.
Mm-hmm.
What's under the ice, bro? We already know it's a continent underneath Antarctica's ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I imagine there's something
God, imagine
relevant
the
there.
things that you would find.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like frozen, like okay, because
Mm-hmm.
there's difference between fossilized stuff and then frozen material.
Precisely. Yep. So
You just see in that structure like it's lattice, man.
yeah,
You really,
man.
you really know what the fuck's going on with something if you found it frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing after
And
frozen is amber.
the most interesting part about that region specifically for me,
Mm-hmm.
mythology tied to it, bro.
The Icelandic
That's
mythology,
Hyperborea.
Hyperborea.
Mm-hmm.
Elaborate.
Hyperborea is I want to say you were right. Icelandic, Norse, some shit like that.
Find Jorgman tide under the ice.
Some shit like that where there is at the northmost point of the earth, the world at that point in time, the way they spoke about things, were these four continents that were equal. Let me see if I can pull up a quick pic of it. Have you heard of the four corners here in the States?
Like the four states that line up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send you
Dog just had
this
a big old sneeze.
really quickly. Sorry, chat. It's gonna fuck it up for a sec. I got you. Boom, we're back in there. Okay, so I just sent you that. That is a Hyperborean map, or the map of what supposedly Hyperborea was, right? You want to pull that up for our guys. And
I'm trying my
Hyperborea
hardest.
is like, oh, you're good, man. It's like an ancient.
Fuck. It opened it on Brave.
Oh shit.
1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you, chat. No.
Got this.
Uh.
I mean, it showed me a Wikipedia link. You could probably just open a Wikipedia tab up real quick and get it.
I refuse. I'm
Or
gonna do it the hard way.
I fuck with it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Determination, baby. That's what we do. So that little black point in the middle right there, that is supposedly a black mountain or stone at the center of the North Pole, right? And it's called, I believe, the Rupus Nigra, um, Black Rock or some shit like that. Black Rock,
Mhm.
I think, is what it translates to, which is a whole another interesting rabbit hole. Black Rock, cube symbology, etc. It's a whole thing. But
BlackRock.
yeah, yeah.
Be careful bringing up those guys, bro. They be running down Phineas and fucking.
You
Don't worry
know.
about that. If they ever seen back this kid, so they'll get that. But yeah,
But so that is what I wonder if not at the very least part of could be underneath the ice of Greenland and beyond. So strategically, that may be a place where they would want to be for whatever is coming. Say, for example, we know about the fall of Atlantis into the ocean. We've heard stories.
Mhm.
Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, we'll dive into that one night because it's great. Of the ancient continent of Mu. There's places like
I've not heard
Lemuria.
of move.
Mu is fascinating.
Okay.
Then there's Lemuria, and of course Hyperborea. There's other ones, Shambhala, which is inner Earth. A lot of different shit throughout mythology, right?
Mhm.
But all the ones on the surface were rumored to have been destroyed somehow. And what, with modern eyes and knowledge, we can discern would more than likely have been some sort of cataclysmic event.
Right.
Um, so what if what's about to happen is just the reversal of what happened to them?
Yeah, like
And
the
now,
reset for them. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
and now
the
some of
the
us about to go,
pendulum finally went the other way.
yeah, and this shit might come back out. Atlantis might pop back out. Mu might pop back out. These new continents or old continents that were lost. It's their time to come back out. You know what I mean? And some other
Mhm.
things go back under. Maybe the majority of America didn't exist in the old world in the last
Could have
cycle.
just been under the water.
And that's why they called it the new world. You know what I mean? Because they was
True.
like, this some whole new shit. We done been around the whole globe. We ain't never seen this place. Like what this is. So yeah,
Hmm.
it is a fascinating rabbit hole. I I think we'll have to probably delve deep into that shit one night. I like if we got started right now,
Absolutely.
we'd be on here for 4 more hours, so we can't do that.
Yeah, I believe that.
But yeah, like that's really what I think. A lot of all the shit we've been talking about for the last couple weeks is tied into, man. And they're covering this shit up. They're covering the free energy up, and I think they're using and hoarding that shit for themselves to come out the other side of the next cataclysm. Be able to start back up with their little fucking robot AI society and lord over
They're
shit.
they're anti-gravity vehicles.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
The alien stuff too is gonna be crazy. Like when they start coming out with that crap.
Right. And let me check the website because if I remember correctly, was it is it UAP.gov or some shit?
I think so. What's a Google search gonna hurt? Or DuckDuckGo?
Right. Oh yeah, aliens.gov. That's fucking crazy.
Aliens.gov?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Why is my connection immediately not private going to that website?
Why can't I access the website? Registered the domains aliens.gov and alien.gov in March 2026, fueling speculation about increased transparency about UAP projects.
Okay, so they still haven't launched it yet. Trump's come out twice talking about what they're gonna drop on there, but they still haven't dropped yet. But yeah, we got that on the
Alienghost.online,
horizon. Yeah,
which would be cool.
it'd be cool. We in for
About
a
time that
wild
they
ride.
finally admit to Roswell.
mm, mm,
I hope they bring Mulder out of retirement and reinstill the X Files,
yeah.
and he could stop them before 2012, before they fully infiltrated us.
Would you join?
Oh
I'd join
wait,
right now, bro.
X Files?
Yeah,
Sign me up. Yeah, 100%.
1000%, bro.
Oh my god, dude, I love that series.
Let me
Like, I
look,
would, if
look.
there was a literal X Files, like a job at the FBI to specifically go and do that, like go check out like type of situations that just make no sense. 100%. Sign me up.
See if I can find this clip for you because this shit hilarious. I think this is what happened with our boy Rogan.
Rogan just got his PIN number read out to him and got scared. That's what happened to Rogan.
Oh yeah, that was the threat. See, that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now I legit think that that was a smoke screen. It's like
Yeah.
I just typed in Joe Rogan says he would keep a secret if they told him about aliens. And like a shit ton of the videos that popped up as the top were videos of him and that fucking mentalist and some random content creator talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Now, I, I think they want the narrative to be that a quote unquote they got to Rogan and that was a threat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, another quinkydink, that mentalist was literally doing a trick for Meliana and Trump when the event with Cole Allen shooter happened.
Yeah, I think I've seen clips of that.
He was literally like leaning down, showing Melania something, and then they all reacted to the shots type shit. Like it was happening as that shit went down, which is another weird coincidence. But I can't find the clip because, like I said, I'm getting spammed with this shit. But Joe Rogan has been very open about the fact, he said it on his podcast multiple times, that if the government, he begged, I think it was his CIA guy that he brings on every once in a while and
Mm-hmm.
interviews and shit, but he was like, if y'all niggas told me about aliens, like I swear to God, I would just not ever tell you. I would lie about that shit. I would tell everybody they're not real or just not tell them shit. I'd just tell me, like I keep it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of more what happened to him. Is some of the guests that he was having on after the Bob Lazar shit, and he really started going down and getting some heavy hitters. And he did like he interviewed David Grush and shit, the dude that was in the Go Fast video, the UAP files that
Yeah.
were released
He
from
even
the
did he
image.
even did the Y Files guy.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Funny story
Yeah.
about that. He had actually had AJ and AJ's brother on like 4 or 5 years earlier
Yeah.
on the podcast before AJ was Y Files and all that because they were like fucking weed delivery dudes from California.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a whole thing. Like AJ's cool as fuck. But anyway,
Hell yeah.
um, so yeah, like I'm thinking that with the people that he was getting in contact with, how buddy buddy was with fucking Elon, this nigga's at the White House just a month ago talking about, me and Trump, I was discussing with him how many people are addicted to opiates and how great like psychedelics would be at getting them people off opiates and shit. And Joe Rogan was
Mm-hmm.
the one who helped to get that. He was the main guy to talk to Trump about that bill. So like, yeah, bro. I think they was like, okay, like we'll go ahead and tell you at least enough to keep you happy. Like we'll really tell you some shit. You just gotta be you gotta be one of us now. Like you gotta be a shill. You know what I mean? If we tell you you gotta say a narrative, that's what you about to say type shit. One of us. Like
Yeah.
still do your own thing. But when it comes to what we want everybody to think, you gonna have to toe the line. And he was just like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like,
100%. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. So
you
I
want knowledge, you got to
genuinely
make a deal.
got to, bro. Got to. That's why they ain't never gonna tell me shit because I would immediately just tell everybody. I'd be like, nigga, I told y'all.
Yeah.
I told y'all they was real. I knew it.
That was real. Yeah. And y'all don't even know how
uh,
real.
right. Y'all don't even know how. I can't tell you the details because they gonna kill me, but just know they real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then everybody just claims you're crazy,
Right. Motherfuckers
because
can't
they're
even do that
jealous.
no more. Real life too crazy. Motherfuckers just be
Mm-hmm.
like, shut up. Let us like disassociate.
Yeah. Real shit.
Which I feel. But yeah, think you got anything else to add to tonight's episode? I think that's it. We covered all that shit. We go any further,
Yeah, I
we
can't
gonna
think of
get
anything else.
into other episode territory, so we gonna have to say that for another night.
I think the only other thing I would say is like check out the YouTube channel for the VODs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clips coming soon. Always check us out on Twitter and our other socials.
Always. Don't know if it'll be next stream, but here within the next couple of streams, we're about to broaden the audience. Probably fold Twitter,
Hmm.
or X. My bad, Elon. TikTok and you know, maybe YouTube and Twitch on there. Do the big multi
Yep.
stream. So tell your peoples, follow us on your favorite platforms. We'll catch y'all next
Yep.
time.
Appreciate you guys. Bye.
Bye.